singles and people who identify as other genders, I've got something that's very interesting that I think a lot of people will want to see a video about today. You know, I've been doing a bit of microphone stuff recently. I checked out the Fifine microphone. Really like that mic, by the way. I'm going to use it for streaming. But when it comes to streaming microphones, you know, there's been a new competitor recently, the NZXT capsule. So we're going to unbox it and check it out. Now, thank you to Tech Dynamic, the I think local distributor for NZXT, for helping me get my hands on this because, well, without them, I wouldn't be able to get an NZXT capsule so fast, and I wouldn't be able to afford an NZXT capsule. Like, I genuinely won't be able to get one because I spend my money all on like my recent streaming PC. And since we're on the topic of streaming, I am starting to stream on Twitch. I play mainly Valorant. You can come along, hang out, talk shop. You can ask me about PC stuff on my stream. It's a gaming stream, but that doesn't mean I suddenly forget my tech roots. And yeah, come along, twitch.tv/ZachX is alive. Without caps, you know, ZachX is alive is my stream name. I think it's a pretty nice name, but either way, let's remove this plastic wrapping and this right here. So this is the NZXT capsule. I think it's $120 US. So that's a very similar price to like a Blue Yeti, which is it's about the price range you would expect from a bigger brand's USB mic. Now, having seen some of the reviews for this microphone, some people actually really like this mic, so it's actually very interesting for me. Let's take a look at the box first, and it's very iconically NZXT. Like, it's purple and white. We've got a picture on the front here. We've got English like feature list of it's 24-bit, 96 kilohertz. I don't know when, but sooner or later someone's gonna release a 32-bit USB desktop mic, and that would be very exciting because then you don't have to worry about peaking too much, which is awesome. Hardware Polaroid pattern. There's no screws that you need to deal with, no washers. That's a nice thing. It's internal shock mounting, so you can bump into your desk mid-game and not worry about, you know, the bumps translating the audio. So apparently inside it has kind of like shock mount, so you don't actually need to mount it on a shock mount when you mount it on your boom arm. You just use a stand and it's set. Back we got even more like advertising hoo-ha. We got design for gamers, high quality audio, simple and rugged, blah blah blah. And then we got a bunch of spec on the side here. Is there anything that I need to look out for? There's not much to talk about here. So let's open it up and check it out, shall we? Oh, I'm trying not to break the box. This is like a loan unit, so I don't really want to ruin things and stuff. It's hard to open boxes when they're taped like that. I really don't know how. Okay, pull it back. All right, I didn't break too many things. It's not torn up or scratched up too much. So let's pull it out of the box. NZXT capsule mic. Okay, there you go. Whoa, throw that box away. Take a look at it itself. So inside the box there is, well, another box, and it's all purple. I don't know why you need two boxes for this, but I'll take it. Boxes are fun to unbox. Pull it up, open it up, and it opens up like that. Ta-da! Build the extraordinary. Little cardboard foam. Ooh, this is very nice packaging. But yeah, very nice packaging right here. It's all black foam, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So should be a toolless accessory assembly if I'm not wrong, because there's no screws or washers. Hey, that's a screw. They lied on the box. That's a singular screw. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna be so harsh on them. Let's open it up. We got a little stand here. This is a little bracket. I don't know what that is for. And I'm too arrogant to actually read the manual, so I won't be checking that out. We got a silica gel, which you can consume for lunch. Don't actually consume it for lunch. It's to keep things dry and so they don't break and get all nasty. We got a little USB-C to USB Type-A cable here for plugging it into your computer, as expected. I think this is probably some sort of screw. Yeah, this is a screw adapter so that you can mount this on a standard mic mount. There's nothing else left in the box, so let's take a look at the mic itself. Also, I would like you to meet my wooden bird buddy, which you will see a lot in my videos B-roll. I don't know what I should call him. I'm just going to call him Pecky. So let's take a look at the mic itself. The NZXT cap. I like how it has a handle. It feels like a cup that I can drink from, but it's not a cup, it's a microphone. On the front, we've got this little grill here for the X, kind of like a pop filter. A lot of microphones say that this acts like a pop filter. I don't know how effective it is. We recommend you get a pop filter for something like this, but apparently with it, you don't need a pop filter. So that's the grill for cardioid pattern. You'll be speaking into like that. Sometimes I see people with these kinds of mics point the microphone like this. It's not, it's a condenser microphone. You should be talking flat on, face on, not on the top. And good thing here is that the top is flat, so I think very few people will commit that mistake of talking into the top of the mic. They'll be talking into the front of the mic. On the back of the mic, we got these holes. They're substantially smaller than the front. They're substantially bigger than the front grill holes. I don't exactly know what this is for, considering this only has a cardioid port pickup pattern. Yeah, it only has a cardioid pickup pattern. You won't be speaking to the back of the mic here. I guess it's just to ensure that the frequencies don't bounce around too much in there and that they can escape so it doesn't get too bassy. Could be one of the reasons. I'm just guessing, by the way. This is not a fact. I'm just guessing that's what these holes are for. It's a very nice design. I think it looks like a nice piece of desktop furnishing, which, I mean, considering it will be on your desk, it better look good. On the front, we got the NZXT logo, and then we've got a volume knob here. This is for headphone monitoring, volume adjustment. And obviously with these kind of USB mics, there is headphone monitoring, and not just headphone monitoring, you can actually listen to, it's got a sound card inside, so you can just listen to the audio from the PC via the mic as well. So it's kind of like an all-in-one audio interface as well. So there's that. You can press it to mute. Oh no, this is, the bottom knob is for headphone monitoring, my bad, but the top knob is for adjusting the gain of the mic. So you can adjust the volume of your mic and you can press it to mute, just like many other different microphones, which is nice. So below here, we will find the I/O. So apart from the screw that I talked about just now, which you can adapt, there's a USB-C port. I like USB-C, nice to see. And then we've got a headphone jack for plugging into your headphones for monitoring and listening to yourself. Okay, so here we got a stand on the back here, and it mounts to the microphone with this very interesting mount mechanism. So this bracket right here that I didn't know what it was for, I think it's to cover up the slot where the stand mounts onto. So if you want to discard the stand and use your own mic boom arm by mounting the screw on the bottom, you can slide it off with a little button here, and then you can slide in this replacement cover so it doesn't look ugly and exposed. So you can slide in this cover, and then you can have the mic on its own, and then you can mount it on the boom arm if you so desire, if you don't want to use the stand. But the stand is really, really, really nice. So apparently there's a built-in shock mount, so you don't have to worry about shock mounting it. And the stand itself looks like really, really steady, like it's a hefty base. It's got a soft touch finish, it's got rubber coating on the bottom with this purple rubber ring, and then basically it's not going to slide around your desk and all that stuff. And then you can adjust the tilt of it, so you can tilt up and tilt down on your mic as and when you need it. That's about it for the adjustments with this stand. So it is a bit limiting. It's only as adjustable as a Blue Yeti, which I feel like it's what it's targeting at. But hey, it is quite adjustable, so that is definitely respectable, and it slides on so easily. So like if you want to mount or dismount it, it's a very convenient process, and I do like that a lot. So this is the NZXT capsule. I mean, build quality wise, it's phenomenal. It's very rigid, it's beautiful, beautifully finished. In terms of design, I think it definitely looks very nice as well. So, and I think a large part of choosing the desktop mic is not really sound, because most of them sound pretty good nowadays, and you just want something that looks good on your desk, and this definitely looks good. Either way, let's move on to my desktop, like with the Fifine review, and I will be doing a sound test comparison between this and the venerable classic Blue Yeti. So let's get into it. Let's move. So we moved over to the desktop setup, and the mics are now set up in front of me. We've got the Blue Yeti here, and then we've got the NZXT capsule slightly hidden behind the gigantic Blue Yeti, and we've got the both mics that I'm using and testing today right here. I also got my lapel mic, the Rode Link Lavalier microphone, and we're going to be using that as a third point of comparison, so you can get an idea of how like everything is done and stuff like that. I'll be testing it in a variety of methods. I'll be going up close to the microphone, and I'll be testing it from afar. I'll be just pretending to present a video just so you can get an idea of how it sounds. So yeah, and another thing I really want to test is the built-in shock mount. Honestly, how resistant it is to accidental bumps on the tables in terms of its sound signature, like how badly does it sound if I accidentally bump the table when I present stuff. So there is that. I think my gain is a bit too high, so I'm going to turn it down now. So let's start off with the table bump test. We're speaking at a pretty much normal average distance where you would expect this desktop mic to be. Like if I was gaming, this distance is pretty expectable. You know, I put it in front of my screen, I'll put it off slightly off to the side, and we're going to be testing it as such. So what is up, guys, and welcome to a new video, and we're going to be bumping the table as we record this microphone, because this sound test requires a lot of bumps, and life is a bumpy road, but you know, this game was even bumpier than that. Shout out to Vision Strikers for beating EU team and schooling Ascend. You can sit down now, EU baby, let's go Korea, because Southeast Asia probably won't do well, but that's okay because they've always got my support, blah blah blah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me before I hit 10k subs, because a giveaway will be coming very soon. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, that giveaway will be busted.
So that's with bumps, and you can kind of judge which one resists bump better, the Yeti or the NZXT capsule. Now let's speak normally without the bumps, just like this. So as I was saying in the previous sound test, I am doing a giveaway and it's going to have mechanical keyboards and a bunch of stuff. It's going to be really, really cool. And make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow and make sure you join my Discord before 10,000 subscribers, because the giveaway will be reserved to the first 10k, and the people who subscribe after 10k get less chances to win than the people who subscribe before 10k, because I want to reward the people who helped me get to 10k, not the people who only came along because I announced the 10k subscriber giveaway. I think that's a pretty fair way to do it, and that's a pretty interesting way to do it. But yeah, so make sure you join my Instagram, you follow me on Discord, and you follow my Instagram and you join my Discord and you watch my audio tests of these microphones. Okay, so that was the sound test at a normal volume. Now we're going to go close to the microphone, do a more intimate sound test, and you can determine which one you like the sound better of. So right now we're up close to the microphone and this is the sound test. And for me, I think both sound really, really nice, and honestly it's very hard to distinguish exactly which is the better sound. It depends on what you want, So for some people a bassier sound test is better, for some people less bass is better for their sound signature. So it really depends on what exactly you're doing. And since we're doing a sound test, I'm going to plug myself and say that because I'm doing a lot of these kind of streaming mic stuff, it's actually because I've gotten really interested in streaming recently and I've started streaming on Twitch. Twitch.tv/ZX is alive. I play mostly Valorant, but you can come along and just do stuff. It might be a fun endeavor, so that is what I'm doing. So twitch.tv/ZX is alive, twitch.tv/ZX is alive. Go drop me a follow there. I will be streaming at night generally and mostly on the weekends, but you're welcome to come along and hang out, which is a fun place to do. So that is up close and personal, a bit more intimate, and now I'm going to do it from far away, which is actually kind of expected sometimes, because sometimes you're gaming and you're sitting at a keyboard and stuff, so your mic is all the way to the side, and how does that sound when you're far away, almost an arm's length away to both microphones? So for this long range test, I've kind of run out of things to say, so make sure you subscribe, follow me on Instagram, subscribe, like James May says in the Drive Try videos, subscribe, comment, subscribe, all those different things, and make sure you support this channel if you appreciate the content I'm doing, and obviously only if you want to. I can't force you and I won't try to force you. Either way, both mics are very interesting, and honestly, yeah. So by the way, if you didn't know, the NZXT capsule was loaned to me by Tech Dynamic, and basically I only get to keep it for a month, so there's no kind of conflict of interest there. It's only a loan unit, I'm only getting it to review, and I personally think that it's a very interesting mic to check out, so there is that. Either way though, thank you guys so much for the support. Up to recently, I've only hit 9.5k subs, but 10k subs really seems to be quite imminent, and I'm very excited for me to hit that number, because that means I will hit 5 figures, and that is hella hype, which is awesome. Either way though, let's move on and reach the conclusion. Tell me what you think about the sound test in the comments. Okay, so that's it for the sound test. Right now you're just going to listen to the NZXT capsule microphone. There's that. So in conclusion then, what do I think about this microphone? Do I think it's worth it buy? Coming in at $130 US, its sound quality is definitely up there. It's competitive with the Blue Yeti, which is undoubtedly actually the benchmark of its price range. And because it fits in with that price range, no problem. It fits in with the Blue Yeti, no problem. Then it's definitely up there in terms of sound quality. For a streamer who only wants a condenser microphone, I think the built-in shock mount feature actually does help quite a bit, especially for more gentle accidental bumps. So that is definitely nice to have, and I really like the stand that it comes with, so you don't need to get an additional boom arm, although the boom arm the NZXT sells is $100 US, which is a very expensive boom arm. I don't think anyone should be getting that, especially if you are a broke tight streamer. However, the Blue Yeti, being slightly more expensive, I think it's about $150 US, does have a lot more extra features because it has multiple recording patterns, like Super Cardioid. It can record, 2-directional, omnidirectional, and basically it has a lot more recording patterns, so it's a lot more versatile. However, the NZXT has the advantage of sounding a little bit crisper, a little bit better, and I do like that built-in shock mount feature that the Blue Yeti definitely does not have. And it seems like the NZXT capsule is a little bit more resistant to pops and Ps and plosives that the Blue Yeti is quite weak to, even though both don't have pop filters, and then both would not test it with pop filters. So that is what it is. And I also do like the fact that the NZXT capsule looks quite a bit better than the Blue Yeti, even the Blue Yeti that's black in color, because the stand is a lot more sleeker and stuff like that. So it really depends depends on what you need exactly. If you need the additional recording modes of the Blue Yeti, then that might be a better option. But the Yeti SD capsule is definitely a competitive option, and when it comes to Singapore, it'd probably be 180 to 200 Singapore dollars. Either way though, I think it's a very good product, and it's definitely one that you should keep on your watch list. It might not be a definite, oh, go and buy, but it's definitely something that you've got to keep a lookout for, and if there's a good discount on it, it might make for an absolute steal, although you shouldn't expect it to go on discount anytime soon, considering, well, it's a brand new product that came out 6 days ago. Anyway, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys' support, as I said in the sound test. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram, join my Discord. Goodbye, adios, 再见.